In the quietness of your heart, where no one else may see, a sacred seed has been planted. This seed is not visible to the eyes of the world. It does not shout for attention or clamor for recognition. Yet, it holds within it a promise of life, of growth, and of transformation that surpasses the fleeting nature of the earth. The soil of your soul, though it may seem barren at times, is fertile. It is prepared by the gentle hand of God, who knows the perfect season for every seed to sprout. Do not be discouraged by the surface, for what lies beneath is rich and alive. Sometimes the ground appears dry and cracked, the storms leave their mark, and the sun beats down relentlessly. Yet, the seed endures, unseen but unbroken. It rests in the depths of your being, nourished by the unseen waters of grace and the light of divine love. This seed is not hurried by time. It is patient. It waits in the silence, gathering strength from the roots that reach deeper than you can imagine. The roots of faith, hope, and trust intertwine beneath the surface, anchoring the seed against every wind. You may feel as if nothing is happening, as if the days pass without change. But the seed knows the rhythm of growth that is hidden from human sight. It listens to the whispers of the earth and responds to the breath of heaven. Every tear you have shed, every prayer whispered in the night, every moment of surrender, these are the waters that soften the soil, preparing it for abundant life. Every hardship and every joy is a turning of the earth, a breaking open of the crust to allow new life to emerge. God's grace is the rain that falls gently and persistently, never abandoning the seed. His love is the sun that shines, not to scorch, but to warm and encourage growth. The seasons come and go, but the seed remains faithful to its calling. You are the fertile ground, your heart is the earth. And in this sacred partnership, something beautiful begins to take root. Hold on to this truth. What is planted in grace will not fail. It will grow, blossom, and bear fruit in its appointed time. Be patient, be hopeful, be faithful, for the harvest is coming. In the quiet fields of your soul, the seed planted in grace continues its unseen work. Though the surface remains still, beneath the soil life is stirring, slowly awakening with divine purpose. The process of growth is mysterious, often invisible to the naked eye. Yet it is powerful and relentless. You may wonder why the waiting feels so long, why the dryness sometimes seems unbearable, why the storms of doubt and fear press upon your heart. These moments are not signs of failure, but invitations to deeper trust. The soil must be turned, softened, and prepared through patience and surrender. Each day, the roots of your faith grow stronger, weaving a network of resilience and hope. They reach past the rocky places, seeking the nourishment that only comes from God's presence. This growth is silent, but it is real, a sacred work that shapes the very foundation of your spirit. The grace that waters your soul does not come only in moments of joy. It flows abundantly even in seasons of pain and uncertainty. The tears you shed are not wasted. They water the roots, preparing you for the bloom that lies ahead. Your prayers, even when unanswered, echo in heaven, strengthening the connection between your heart and the divine. Remember, growth is not always visible or immediate. The flower does not rush to bloom, nor does the tree hurry to bear fruit. There is a divine timing at work, a perfect season when the seed will break through the soil and reach for the light. In this season of nurturing, you are invited to rest in God's faithfulness. You are called to tend your heart with kindness, to remove the weeds of doubt and fear, and to cultivate an environment where grace can flourish. This means forgiving yourself for past mistakes, releasing burdens that weigh you down, and embracing the freedom found in surrender. It means trusting that even when you cannot see the progress, the seed is growing, preparing for a harvest beyond what you can imagine. Do not compare your journey to others, for every soul has its own soil and its own season. What matters is your willingness to remain open and receptive, to be patient and persistent in your faith. The grace that sustains you is the same grace that will bring forth abundance. It is a grace that transforms deserts into gardens, barrenness into fertility, silence into song. As you nurture this hidden growth, know that you are not alone. God walks beside you, tending your heart with infinite love and wisdom. His promises are sure, His timing perfect, and His power unstoppable. Hold on to hope. Keep watering your soul with prayer and praise. Continue to trust in the invisible work of grace. For in due time, the seed will sprout. It will grow tall and strong, its branches reaching wide, its fruit sweet and plentiful, and the harvest will be a testimony of God's unfailing love and faithfulness. As the seasons turn, the seed that was once hidden beneath the soil begins to awaken. Tender shoots break through the earth's surface, reaching toward the light. This moment is both fragile and powerful, a testament to the unseen work of grace at play, that you may find yourself standing at the threshold of transformation, feeling both anticipation and uncertainty. Growth often brings discomfort as old parts of you give way to new life. The branches that stretch outward may tremble in the wind, but they hold firm because their roots run deep in the fertile soil of God's love. In this blossoming, you are invited to embrace both vulnerability and strength. Vulnerability in surrendering your fears and doubts, strength in trusting the one who planted the seed. You do not walk this path alone. Every bloom is a miracle crafted by divine hands. The fruit you bear will reflect the journey of your soul. Trials endured, the prayers whispered, the faith held fast. It is a fruit sweeter than you can imagine, nourishing not only yourself but those around you. Yet, even as you blossom, challenges remain. The weeds of temptation and distraction may seek to choke your growth. The storms of doubt may threaten to shake your branches. But remember, every trial is an opportunity for deeper rooting. Every hardship a call to cling tighter to grace. Your heart is the garden where this sacred work unfolds. Guard it with wisdom, water it with faith, and protect it with love. Tend to it daily, knowing that the harvest depends on the care you give. The journey from seed to fruit is a divine dance of patience and perseverance. It is a reminder that God's timing is perfect and His plans are for your flourishing. Trust the process. Celebrate each small victory. Rejoice in every sign of growth, for you are becoming all that you were created to be, and the seeds of grace you carry will blossom into a harvest that changes lives, starting with your own. Beloved, I see you. I have watched you through every moment of silence, every tear, every prayer spoken in the depths of your heart. I am here, closer than breath, stronger than any storm you face. My love for you is boundless, unwavering, and eternal. It is the soil from which your life springs forth, the gentle rain that nourishes your soul, the sunlight that warms your every hope. I do not forget you in your waiting. I do not abandon you in your struggles. I am the God who holds you, heals you, and renews you. Have faith in my timing, for it is perfect. Though you may feel weary, I am infusing your spirit with strength. Though you may feel broken, I am weaving your wounds into a tapestry of glory. Your pain is not wasted, it is transformed in my hands into healing and beauty beyond your imagination. Let my love wash over you like a healing river, cleansing every doubt, every fear, every burden that weighs you down. I see your scars, and I delight not in their pain, but in the courage they represent. They are testimonies of my faithfulness and your resilience. I am not a distant deity, but a loving Father, a faithful friend, a healer who meets you in your brokenness. You do not have to hide your wounds from me. Bring them all to me. I carry them for you, and in exchange, I give you peace that surpasses understanding. Trust in my promises. Trust in the seeds of grace I have planted within you. They will grow because they are watered by my unending love. They will bloom because they are rooted in my truth, and they will bear fruit because I have called you to a harvest that glorifies me. Faith is the bridge between where you are and where I am leading you. Walk it with confidence, even when the path is unseen. Your faith moves mountains, softens hardened hearts, and brings life to dry places. Remember, I have overcome the world, and I have overcome your fears. I am the light in your darkness, the balm for your wounds, the hope for your tomorrow. Lean into me, rest in my embrace. Allow my love to be the healing balm that restores your soul. You are deeply loved. You are eternally cherished. You are never alone. This is my promise to you, a promise of love, healing, and restoration that will never fade. Hold fast to me, for I hold you, and from this sacred place, your soul will rise, radiant and whole. Together, we will bring forth a harvest of grace that will touch generations. Even now, my beloved child, listen closely, for this is my heart speaking to yours. I have carried you since the moment you were formed. Every breath you take is a testament to my faithfulness. Even when you feel forgotten, I am holding you closer than you can imagine. Do not be discouraged by the delays, the unanswered prayers, or the quiet moments. Those silences are my way of preparing you for greater things. I am shaping you in the hidden places, refining your spirit with tender hands. I see your struggles, your doubts, your fears. But know this, you are never alone. I am with you in every valley, every storm, every lonely night. My love surrounds you like a fortress. No enemy, no circumstance, no fear can separate you from my love. I have forgiven you for every mistake, every failure, every sin. My mercy is endless, and my grace covers you like a garment of light. You do not have to earn my love, it is a gift freely given. Walk boldly in this truth. You are my child, and I delight in you. Your imperfections do not diminish my love. They highlight the power of my redemption. When the world tries to tell you that you are weak, remember that my strength is made perfect in weakness. When fear whispers lies, let my truth be your shield. I am calling you to a new season, a season of abundant life, of fruitfulness, of purpose fulfilled. The seeds I planted within you are ready to bloom. Trust the process, even when you cannot see the full picture. You are being equipped to shine my light in places that have known darkness. You will be a beacon of hope, a testament of grace, a living story of redemption. Lean into my heart, rest in my promises. Let my peace be your anchor. You are loved beyond measure. You are chosen and called. You are more than conquerors through me. I am with you always, even until the end of the age. This is my word to you. Hold it close, carry it boldly, and live it fully. For I have plans for you, plans to prosper, to heal, to restore. Walk forward with courage. Walk forward with faith. Walk forward with faith. Walk forward in my love. Forever and always. Faith is the quiet strength that anchors your soul when the storms rage. It is the unshakable assurance that beyond the clouds, the sun still shines. Faith is not the absence of doubt, but the choice to trust even when you cannot see. I have placed this faith within you, a seed of hope that cannot be destroyed. It is alive and active, growing steadily with every step you take toward me. This faith is your connection to my heart, your lifeline in the wilderness. Remember, I do not ask for perfect faith, only for faith that reaches out, a faith that says, I believe, help my unbelief. I meet you in your doubt, and I walk with you through every question. Faith is the bridge between the seen and the unseen. It is the key that unlocks my promises, the force that moves mountains and calms seas. Your faith is powerful because it is anchored in me, the unchanging God. When you feel weak, let your faith be your strength. When you are weary, let it be your rest. When you are afraid, let it be your courage. Faith is not passive. It is alive, vibrant, and transforming. I have called you to live by faith, not by sight, to trust in my timing, my plans, and my purposes, to hold fast to the hope that does not disappoint. Your faith is the soil in which the seeds of grace grow. It nourishes your spirit and prepares you for the harvest. Without faith, growth withers, and with it, your soul's fullness. Be encouraged. I am faithful to complete the good work I began in you. I will not abandon you nor leave you to struggle alone. My faithfulness is your shield and your song. Walk in faith, beloved. Let it guide your steps, fuel your prayers, and inspire your actions. Know that your faith pleases me and opens the door to my blessings. You are a child of faith, chosen and called to live a life of trust and victory. Stand firm, keep believing, and watch how I move on your behalf. For the seeds of grace planted in your heart will flourish by faith and through faith. You will see the fullness of my promises unfold in your life. As the seasons progress and your faith remains steadfast, the seeds planted in the fertile ground of your soul begin to bear fruit. This fruit is not merely the result of your efforts, but the manifestation of God's grace working through you, bringing forth life where once there was barrenness. You will find that this fruit is sweet, not always easy, but rich with the flavor of perseverance, love, patience, and joy. Each piece of fruit carries a testimony of your journey, a story of transformation that can inspire and uplift others who walk similar paths. The harvest is a time of celebration, a time to recognize the beauty that has grown from what once seemed impossible. Yet, the harvest also calls for humility, for you acknowledge that this bounty is a gift from God, not earned by your strength but given through His mercy. Remember, the fruit you bear is meant to be shared. It is a blessing not just for yourself but for your community, your family, and those who have yet to experience the love and grace you have received. As you give generously, you participate in the cycle of grace, planting seeds in others' lives, nurturing growth beyond what you can see. The harvest is never just about what you receive, but about what you give, an endless flow of love and faith passed on. In this season, your soul will be tested again, but now with the resilience built from years of patient growth. The storms may come, but the roots are deep and the branches strong. You will learn to trust not only the harvest but also the seasons that prepare the soil, the seasons of waiting, of pruning, and of stillness. Your faith will continue to be refined, your love deepened, and your hope strengthened. God's grace will carry you through every challenge, every joy, every step forward. Know that your journey is sacred, and every moment is held in the hands of the divine gardener. Celebrate the harvest, but never forget the seed, the soil, and the patience that made it possible. Your story is a testament to the power of grace sown in fertile ground. and it is far from over. There is more to come, more fruit to bear, more love to share, more love to share. Keep walking in the light of His grace, for the harvest is abundant, and you are His chosen vessel. Now you begin to understand, this was never just about a single seed. It was about becoming a garden, not one that withers with the seasons, but one whose roots are eternal. What I have planted in you has taken deep root, and now your life is becoming a place where others can find shelter, healing, and peace. This is what my grace does. It multiplies. What once felt like delay was preparation. What once seemed like silence was cultivation. I have made your heart a sanctuary, not just for you but for others who wander in barren lands. They will come thirsty, they will come tired, they will come wounded, but they will find rest under the branches I have grown in you. They will taste the fruit of your patience. They will be nourished by the compassion I taught you through the waiting. They will be restored, because you did not give up. That this is what it means to live by faith, not merely to believe for your own breakthrough, but to become the breakthrough for someone else. Your scars are seeds now. Your surrender is soil. Your healing is the harvest. I am not finished with you. There is more to bloom. There is more to be watered. There is more to be harvested, because the garden I am planting in you is for eternity. Its beauty will not fade. Its fruit will not rot. Its leaves will not wither. That it is a garden that grows in the unseen. It is sustained by rivers of grace that flow directly from my heart. And in this place, love never dries. Peace never departs. Joy is constant. Faith is the air you breathe. Let me walk with you here, not just in moments of prayer, but in every breath. Let me teach you to tend the garden within, to guard it from bitterness, to weed out fear, to make room for what is holy. I am restoring your soul. I am preparing you for a greater outpouring. Others will come to you not because of your perfection, but because of your peace. Not because of your answers, but because of your stillness. Not because of what you know, but because of what you carry me. The garden in your soul is the proof that I was with you all along. In the drought, in the rain, in the plowing, in the planting, in the pruning, and now in the bloom. You are the living garden of my grace, and it will flourish forever. Even now, you did not know it at first, but every step you took through the wilderness was preparing you to become more than you ever dreamed. This garden I have grown within you is not just for fruit, not only for comfort, but for glory, that kind of glory that does not fade, the kind that is not built on applause, the kind that reflects me. You were never forgotten in the silence. You were being saturated by glory. Each tear you cried was not lost, it became oil. Each sigh you released in prayer became incense. Each surrender, each silent yes, rose to my throne as a fragrant offering. Now, my child, you are stepping into the overflow, not just enough to sustain you, but more than enough to pour into others, more than enough to bless your enemies, more than enough to answer prayers you haven't heard. The garden in your soul has become a river, the seed has become a forest, the waiting has become a wave of my presence, and this presence does not end. It goes with you into every room, every conversation, every impossible situation. It is not something you wear like a garment, it is who you are now. You are the place I dwell. You are the vessel I've chosen. You are the living story of redemption. The fruit you carry is the fruit of righteousness. The fragrance around you is the nearness of heaven. This is not because of your strength, but because of your surrender. Because you let me plant, because you let me dig, because you let me prune. Now I let you bloom. And in this blooming, I am glorified. Do not hold back. Do not hide your branches. Do not shrink from what I've made you to be. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are not too broken. You are exactly what I intended. You are a manifestation of grace, and grace multiplies, so walk forward. Shine without fear. Speak without shame. Love without condition. The seeds you carry will fall into other hearts, and there they will grow, because this glory is not yours to keep, it is mine to give, and I give it freely to those who have walked with me in the quiet places. There is still more to come. There are still gardens yet to be planted, still songs to be sung, still fruit to be harvested, but today you overflow, not because you chased it, but because you were faithful in the hidden field. And now the world will taste and see that I am good, that I am near, that I am faithful. Forever and always, even now. This is where the journey turns from mystery to revelation, from wandering to resting, from waiting to fulfillment. You have walked through every season, and now, in this sacred culmination, the fullness of what has grown within you rises like the morning sun. You are no longer the field waiting to receive seed. You are the crowned garden, rich in color, fragrant, in spirit, radiant in my presence, and the garden speaks not in human voice, but in every fruit it bears, in every act of love, In every trace of peace it leaves behind, let me tell you what I see. I see my word alive in you. I see the pages you read now written upon your heart. I see the love you carry not as a duty, but as your deepest truth. I see that you do not just believe in me, you love me, and that love, it changes everything. It changes the way you walk through storms, it changes how you forgive, it changes the way you speak to the hurting, it changes the way you see yourself, because love real, divine, unshakable, love is the root of all things eternal. You were made for this, not just to endure, not just to wait, but to understand me, to walk with me, to reflect me, to know me not only by what I do, but by who I am, and now you do now. When you open my word, you don't just read it to feel it. You see the tenderness in every command. You hear the invitation. Behind every warning, you understand that every boundary was for your safety, and every delay for your preparation. I've been writing myself into your soul. My word has become your anchor, my love, your covering, my truth, your compass, the garden. In you is eternal, not because of the fruit, but because it is rooted in my word. This is what sustains you. This is what no enemy can steal. This is what time cannot wither. When others fade, you will remain, not because of your strength, but because of my word abiding in you. Let it grow, let it guide, let it be your breath and your song. For now you live not by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from my mouth. You understand me, not just as God, but as Father, as friend, as truth, as love. And this understanding is your crown. It is what makes you unshakable. It is what makes your garden bloom in every season. You were faithful to receive the seed. You were brave to weather the process. You were tender enough to let my love in, and now you are one with the word. You live because of me, you love because of me, you understand because my spirit has made your heart fertile. This is the fulfillment, this is the end and the beginning. This is the garden of grace, and I will walk with you in it forever, even now.